All right, hello everyone. What's up, everyone? Let me know if you can hear me fine. I do have a guest today with this live stream. We're just going to be checking out Townstar, playing in the new Townstar. So my surprise guest today, you haven't seen him in a while, but you probably do know him. It is Ben. Come say hello, Ben. You've been on for how long? Three, yeah, three. I thought it was like since December or something. Yeah, I can't remember the last time. Ah, okay. And what's the last time you played Soundstar? That's hard. Ah, okay. Let's see. They are saying they can't hear you, so I think I know why. Let's see. Let's see. Hello, can you all hear Ben now?
Are you guys able to hear me now?
Let's see.
Yeah, we'll see what you say. Tofu, yeah.
Yeah, that is not something we tested out to see if that would work. I think they can hear you now. They'll confirm right
I
now.
am?
Yeah, Tofu
Okay.
was saying, "Who is this guest?" It is Ben. So yeah, sorry. Reintroduce yourself real quick, Ben.
Yeah. So, hi guys. It's been a while. I missed you all. It's been about 3 months since I've been playing the game. I tried to do because what happened is that I got a new job, well, a new position at my workplace,
Yeah.
and then sadly, I'm at the office at 7:30. I usually get back home around 6, so it's very difficult for me to be able to be able to play a competition since it starts at lunchtime and I'm at work. I'm not able to play, so it's very sad. I tried to do one competition once when I got home on a Tuesday, and it was about like 6 p.m. when I got home and tried to play, but I could do so little work until I actually had to go to sleep. It was very sad because I can't really progress, do almost my full build, and then like the next day I was already like rank 1.5 thousand or so forth. So it was not worthwhile.
Right.
So
Yeah, I think a lot of people are in that situation as well. Like, it's just so time consuming to do these competitions.
yeah, I would actually like that if they changed the format of the game to be like, oh, your best 6 hours, for example, or the last 6 hours of the week instead of like the whole competition. It's like the accumulation of the points within a time frame so that everyone does not have to be there at the beginning of the game. That makes sense, but we'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So you haven't checked out the new Town Star at all, but you're about to in a moment, right?
Yeah, so I'm actually watching your stream and I'm watching you share it on Zoom call as well. So
Right, that's correct. So,
yeah.
so as soon as you get as soon as you start your own town, or well, can I share your screen now? Are you sharing your screen?
Sure. Well, so I just kind of wanted to do the login with you guys because I've not opened Townstar since. So do I have
Right.
anything to download for this new version?
No, you don't. It's just gonna be you just click play Town Star.
Okay, sure.
Hold up, let
So
me see.
yeah.
I'll stop sharing my screen. Should be able to see yours in a moment. So yeah, as soon as you share your screen,
Okay. Let me
there
know
you
when you
go.
can see it.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds great. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. It has been a while. You're gonna have to walk me through all the drama that might have happened because I've not been on Discord whatsoever in the last 3 months.
Right.
So I'm sure there's must be something that happened recently, at least.
Oh, there's a couple things. It has been some drama the past 2 weeks with the last competition we had with the NFT sales going on. Well, you probably weren't aware, but you do you know that there's been some people that have been cheating on Townstar and supposedly getting away with it? Have you heard of
Well,
that?
yeah. So I did watch the video from Like and Warlord about it.
Yeah, that's right.
He made a few videos about people cheating. I always sort of take it Like, I believe it and don't believe it at the same time. I'm kind of like, okay, I'd like to have more proof than just that. But so what happened afterwards?
Right. So he basically showed everybody the way that people have been cheating. Just the cheaters, how they've been doing it. They've been going into the console and changing stuff out, or giving themselves points or something. And after that, more people started to try to do it. A lot of them did get caught. So yeah, a lot of them do get caught. That's for sure. But some people
Hmm.
do actually get away with it. And what happened in the last competition is the person who won first place, who everybody believes he was cheating. We don't know for sure, but nobody has proof that he wasn't. So that's
Right.
why people believe that like a cheater got first place or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, that just to ask, like, how many times did that happen until now, right? That's kind of, you know, it's a little bit heartbreaking to think that, you're working so hard to try to do the best build as possible, but then a guy just kind of like, but I would also believe that a person who would cheat that way to be like in the top 10 or whatever, like they would also need to have a decent amount of NFTs because otherwise people would just like, yeah, it's impossible you're making that many points without at least a lot of
True.
help, right?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. That's why it's impossible to tell for sure if they were cheating, but it's just the way things worked out. Like they were making too perfect of a build, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's one thing I would like. No, I would love to be able to see other people's bills so you can confirm that, but also you don't want to show your tricks to other people. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like
That is an
both.
interesting thing because they said that's gonna be an optional thing that's gonna come to Town Star later.
Right. So,
Right.
but I think what happened, I think you told me about this, is that so the person got caught cheating. He still got the reward, but then they banned him afterwards. Is that right?
Right, yeah. So they paid out the rewards, I guess, because they didn't check everybody, if that makes sense, as far as I know. But then afterwards, they decided to check the person, and they didn't have any proof. So I mean, after the fact that they got paid, I guess they got banned.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So they don't even check the top whatever, which is
yeah,
very surprising because you would think at the very least that they'd be checking a good section of the people, right?
yeah.
Um, at least the top 10 or top whatever, but eh, it just goes to show how much they don't really give a fuck about it, I guess. Just
Right,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, I'll try not to swear on your channel. I know
No,
on mine
it's
I
fine.
usually
Yeah,
don't
but
care.
it's an important thing to know because, like, one of the reasons we switched to this new Townstar game engine, it's Townstar Godot, but everyone's just gonna call it Townstar now, is because it's supposed to stop that.
Right.
Yeah,
Hopefully it will. I do think
hopefully.
that for the last few months they probably just put in the competition just so that people stay interested, but I don't even think that they
Right.
really care if people cheated or not. And
Mm.
then those who got caught, and those who didn't is like, oh well, it's it is what it is. But now
Yeah.
hopefully with this new version of the game, this can stop and then we can all enjoy me being top 10,
Right,
because
right. Ben,
I've
top
I've
10
always
again.
I've I've always deserved it, and there were 99 cheaters in front of me, so that's what it was all along. All right,
Right.
so what do I do now? So here I'm at event.
Yeah, we got two. It's just two servers for now. Casual
Okay,
is where your practice town is basically. There's no leaderboards on that one. So, and your
so
town, as far as I know, your town doesn't reset until you restart it. You abandon it.
okay, so what is this 7 day thing here? That's just
I don't know why they have that timer there because that never changes. It always says 7 days. And
okay.
now the events, that's basically competitions, which there is one going on right now. So I suggest just going to the event, entering that one. It's a practice competition, so there's not actually any leaderboard rewards, but they did say whoever participates in the practice competition is going to get like this free collectible art NFT. It's not going to have any utility. It's not
Yeah,
it's not going to have like any value, but it's just something
it's
you have
it's
to show off.
It's another 2021 snow globe, right? So
Basically,
yeah.
yes, that's what somebody said. Participation trophy,
Yeah.
2023 snow globe, basically.
It's so funny because I called out Benefactor, I think, on a chat or something, like, yeah, that's worthless. And Benefactor was like, no, that's not worthless. And I was like, dude, what are you gonna do with that? There's like 50,000 of them. Who cares, right?
As far as we know, it's worthless.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna check some of the comments here. So
Yeah,
Triple said that the guy came into the Mafia Discord, I think it is. The Mafia
Yeah,
Discord?
the person. Well, he's usually was on the Discord as well. I believe he got banned there as well. He's probably in a couple of different Discords.
For sure, for sure. I'm gonna have to go through mine and ban him too, I guess. Huh? No,
Yeah.
just kidding. Uh,
Jacob TV says howdy, what's up? And Scooty
yeah,
Max
what's
said
up?
hello.
Tofu, I will be making pizza soon, so you better come back.
Hey,
And then he said there's a new anti-cheat person to the team. Yeah, I mean, but I
right.
mean, what can one guy do? I mean, it all has to be automated, really. Like, it's not like he can just go through like, oh, I'm just gonna replay this guy's live stream and check out if he's cheating. That's yeah, yeah. But we'll see. Hopefully, they can detect cheaters, but now I guess there'll be a different kind of cheaters with this new game, this new version, and hopefully it'll be a lot more difficult or
Right.
impossible to do it. So
Right. Hopefully impossible.
yeah, and then Triple says there seemed to be a lot of non-cheaters got nuked. Last comp was a cluster. Yeah,
That
I
is
heard like
true as well. Yeah.
people got there, but I think I saw on Discord that people lost their town even though they were not supposed to, but then they got a reward from it, and I was like, man, I wish I had lost my town.
Well, yeah,
Right?
there's another part of the drama right there. That's the second part of the drama. So people were getting their towns nuked or deleted, uh, because I guess we have an anti-cheat system and it thought they were cheating, but
Mm,
a lot of people say they weren't cheating, and I believe that. I believe there's a bunch of innocent people who just got their town nuked for no reason. The people who did get a three free NFTs, they got nuked because of a bug in the system. That's what the team said, and that happened on the last competition. Like 6 hours into the competition, like the top 100 people got nuked. Not everybody in the top 100, but most of them
wow.
because of a
Okay,
bug, supposedly. Yeah, I was
man.
one of them as well.
If you were like top like 100 to 200, you should have just have deleted your town on purpose. Like, yeah, I got nuked too.
I
I got
think,
nuked too. Please
man.
give me.
But the thing is, when they got nuked, they didn't know what was gonna happen. Like for 2 hours, everybody was complaining on the Discord. Man, yeah, there was so much activity on the Discord that day. Everyone
Well,
was like, "Well, what do we do? Like, do we start over? Are we gonna get compensated?" It took two
well, look.
hours for us to get an answer.
So everyone knows now that the next time something like this happens, you have to delete your town and pretend you're part of that group. Okay, that's very important. That's what you should do. It's like,
I
oh, yeah, I got deleted too. I deserve a compensation.
I
And
wonder if that would work. I don't
yeah, I
know.
wonder. I mean, if they don't check for cheaters there, they probably don't check for cheaters there neither, right? Um, but what is it that they gave those people who got nuked?
The people who got nuked from that bug, just from that bug, they got three free NFTs that were actually pretty valuable. The first one's a open corrupted pack, which I don't think you know what that is. Well, I don't. You don't know
I've
what these
heard
three
about
are.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
yeah.
I did watch the video, and I think I commented on all how trash they were. And then
Yeah, basically.
yeah, and then they boosted it after they saw your video. I was like, yeah, it makes no sense to buy that. This is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it's some gamble pack that I don't recommend it. I don't like that NFT. It's stupid. The other two
Yeah.
NFTs, I mean, one of them was a brand new one that was the seafood warehouse, which is pretty good. I guess it saved you time. The other one is like this energy NFT. It's like a wind turbine, but it doesn't cast shade and it's not affected by shade. I mean, I guess it's
Mm,
okay. But
yeah.
it's three free NFTs for the people who were affected. When they announced that compensation, like people were, they were fine. Like, oh, I got my town nuke, but I got these three free NFTs. It's all good.
Right.
Just start over.
Yeah, exactly. And it'd be like, you already won per se at that point, so you might as well just just have the free NFTs as well and all that. So
Right.
yeah. So Firewater says, good on my experience in playing will be more like Clash of Clans. Just set up the town and come back and start going. Yeah, that's what we hear is that you don't have to monitor your PC at night at 3 a.m. in the morning to make sure your town didn't crash, and then your progression has stopped, which is the one great thing about it.
Yeah, that's how
Uh,
it's supposed to work. They were testing it earlier, but I guess they turned it off again right now. But that's supposed to come back. It's supposed to be working. So
okay,
like,
so here I'm in the game. Shrimply delicious. So this is a shrimp pizza,
yeah.
and then closest city. Okay, so this is the okay. I love this. Oh my god. Oh my god. I've been complaining about this for like over a year.
So
Uh
that means no more land rush.
oh man, this is
Yeah.
so great. They have no idea how lens rushes was so annoying. I mean,
Yeah,
they
this is
must have known
no,
because
yeah,
like
they knew.
I mean, because at some point you just have to figure it out. But okay, so closest city. So what's the green and the blue? Do you know? Oh, so that's by water?
I believe so, yeah. From my understanding, that's what it means. Right now it's the same
Okay.
time. Mhm.
Just 1 second here. What's that? Oh, 191. And then okay, so that's by water and it's by land. This is what I'm gonna assume. And then this is just 120. Perfect. So
Yeah.
do you know how to deal with dragons and stuff for delivery?
So right now, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to use your dragon because they're still working on getting that into the game. You
What?
know what? I don't know if it's going to be available for the first reward competition coming up. They said it
Oh
might
my god.
not be available for the first one. They said
The
it should be
worst.
available for the second one though, but yeah, I mean that's gonna suck.
Oh, so being pushed to the store right away. Very good. Yeah, gotta make that.
Right, right.
I gotta make that money.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so is there any like early game special thing to do now, or is it just the same as the old game as well?
No, it's pretty much been the same thing. So
Man,
you're
is
gonna
it?
have to get to gas production because you can't use the dragon.
Oh, what? No, just
Yeah.
like I haven't played that in so long. I don't even remember how to do gas production.
You know, the good thing is I made a bunch of guides about that, about
Uh,
gas production.
okay,
But
so
yeah.
I don't have any pastures, so I guess I can use my feed mills to do wheat and stuff. I guess I could go like okay, so
I
it
like
feels a
to
little
do
bit
flour at the start. You have the wheat stand though, I think, right?
yeah, I have these
Yeah.
cents. Okay, yeah, so flowers usually yeah, it's a good bet, and I do have the square is so big. Why is it so big? Why is it so huge? Like I can't make the UI smaller. Is there something for that? Is there a
No,
UI?
no, that's what people have been complaining about. And you know, you clicked on the settings, you're turning off the music, that's fine. Can you try to get out of the settings?
Escape? What?
No,
Escape
okay,
twice. It
yeah,
works.
yeah. Escape works. Okay, you figured it out. A lot of
Man,
people get stuck on that part.
look. I'm not a. They don't call me pro gamer Ben for no reason. All right. Jeez, I figure stuff out. Okay, okay. So
uh,
like, okay. So I cannot click on the tile to put stuff on. How does this work?
right. So this is new in Godot. Instead of clicking the tile first, you would click on the store or your NFT inventory and select what you wanted to place down. So it's like backwards now.
So I click on the road where I want to put the thing, and then click on this here,
You could just
and
click on
then
the store icon or the
I just
NFT icon like you're on, like try to place down your
okay.
wheat stand.
Okay, so let's say I'm just preparing to do oh, okay, and
Right,
this is the
see,
thing
that's
they
how you
said we
place
can
it.
do half of things.
Yeah, the subgrid placement.
Right. Are you able to do half rows if you want it?
The roads still take up the whole spot. I mean,
Okay.
you can place them in weird spots, but like they'd still take up the same amount of space.
Right. Okay, so look guys, I'm not being like super crazy on this. I'm just gonna be playing just for fun. I know that you were
Yeah,
working on a no NFT build, I think it was.
right. I am working. I had some people ask me today. I started working on a no NFT shrimp pizza build. I am still. It's basically almost done now, so I still need to test it. I will be showing that off at the latest Sunday, maybe Saturday, because I do want to get like a decent rate, like actually know if it's working correctly. I don't want to just show off the build right now and then people complain that it doesn't even work.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
So what I've noticed here, so this road is actually not centered on the square, right? So I can actually go all the way out to
Right,
here, and
so
this is
long.
still considered on the road.
Exactly, so long as it's just touching the road. And with this weird mechanic, we can actually put like 6 buildings around one road if you wanted to.
Yeah, but then does it screw up kind of like your shape about everything else around that area?
You pretty much still end up wasting the same amount of space. I've seen one cool thing that I've seen so far, somebody showed me, is like with the regular wheat stand, they can actually have more feed mills with the two passive wheat than they could in the old town store. Like they figured out a way how to have two more feed mills.
Oh, to be able to, okay.
Yeah, and like with gas production, you can figure out a way to have like your water pumps closer to each other, because like you could put down one water pump and have two power plants connected to that single one. Like
Okay.
there's new things you could figure out.
All right. So I'm just doing stuff for fun here. I'm not actually playing too seriously. Oh,
Oh, you had a connection issue.
I guess.
Oh, let me see. I don't have a connection issue. That is strange. I'm gonna share my
Try
screen for
refreshing.
a bit.
I just refreshed it and tried to reload now.
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen right now. I just went back to the competition server here. It seems like there's over 3,000 people on it.
Okay, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, at least a lot of people checking it out, so that's cool.
So can you tell me about the meta for the next competition next week?
Yeah, the meta is a brand new item that nobody has crafted before. Well, other than this week, it's going to be a shrimp pizza. Pizza being new, shrimp being from the last competition where they introduced fishing stuff. And you weren't here for that either. They just introduced fishing stuff a month ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
do you still maintain your playbook, your amazing playbook as always?
right. So yeah, the Town Star playbook is still updated. It always updated as soon as they can. I did have a connection issue on mine as well. Somebody said Tatui said update time. More updates. That's good. Bug
Hey,
fixes.
citizen. Citizen X says, Ben, you need to go crazy on this. No more lot of gang, right? Yeah. No, well, I'm here for the free gala. So I heard there's free gala, and then I'd like to
Or
get some.
Mayhem, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm here for a
Right.
free gala. So you said it is the shrimp piece, so salmon. So I'm just trying to see about what is it that I need to build for this competition. So, but shrimps here is grayed out. So I guess it's not it. This website guy did not implement this yet, I guess.
Which one is that? Was that
Well,
the
that's the
Towncraft?
town's, yeah, the
Ah,
town star craft.
okay. Shrimp is on there. I don't know if Peaks is on there.
Yeah, but the shrimp is grayed out, so it's kind of like I cannot click it to open it.
I don't think they put a link in there. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe
the
they still
the, the
work.
Town Start playbook is updated though, so you can see it from there. One thing I would say about this shrimp pizza build is it's very similar to cake because you need a bunch of butter and a bunch of dough, because you know you got your pizza base, it's dough, and then the new things that you do need for that is cheese and tomato paste. It's basically kind of exactly how I imagined it would be, to use up a bunch
Okay.
of dough. Yeah,
So for you, it's in the item card, right? Okay. So if I go to item card
yeah.
and then shrimp pizza. All right. So one pizza base. Okay, and then cheese, 5 cheese, and 3 energy. Okay. I'm gonna have to pull out my Excel spreadsheet skills and calculate how many of each item I need per hour and try to look into that. It's so funny
Right,
because
yeah.
yeah, because it's kind of funny because my new job actually does work with production, and I kind of see myself going back to things that I've learned while playing Dawnstar. I'm like, oh yeah, I could calculate this and see how much time it would take for us to do this thing and all that. So it's pretty funny. Um, but here, why is there a truck? Oh, this is okay, so that's a dragon you sell for this amount
Yeah,
of money.
yeah, the
Okay.
dragon sells 25 at a time.
Oh, I see. Very
Yeah.
cool. stores in storehouse. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Energy and all that. Okay. So Italian restaurant. I've never seen this one before.
Yeah, that's brand new to craft the pizza. Okay,
Okay,
I got back in now.
sounds good. And then is the Town Star Builder, the website, also updated? It
Town
says that we need
guide is updated, but from my understanding, it might I don't think it's open to the public anymore.
well, apparently it says if we have to join
Somebody,
Gem. Town Gem is not accessible to all Gem members.
yeah, actually,
What
hold
is
on.
Gem? Is it a Gemini group?
I think that's their full name, but yeah, Gem is the guild. Let me see.
Yeah, I do vaguely remember them.
See if it lets you access the town guide. I'm sharing my screen now because I got back on here. Yeah, see if it lets you access the town guide. Somebody told me, oh dang, somebody told me it was open to the public, but I do not know.
Well, it used to be, but right now it doesn't seem like it is.
Yeah, they said it was back up open today, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. Probably
What happened?
not.
What happened to my town? My stuff got deleted. All right, let's go
Did
back. So,
did your town actually get deleted?
well, not the whole town. Like I still have my big storehouses down, but my windmill got disappeared.
Let's
So I'm
see.
just gonna
Oh, are you
put it
back on
back.
the game? You're still sharing your screen, right?
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
see.
I have to reapply my skins too, I guess. Put the amazing crane bot back. So apparently it's moving even faster now. So that's pretty cool.
They did update the CraneBot to move faster. I don't actually know if it is moving faster in this new version right now. I think that's something they need to fix because I swear it used to move faster.
Okay. Oh
Yeah.
my God, what? I have no money. So it's like I put my buildings down earlier, so I
Right.
paid for them, but then they disappeared. So now I have like $1,000.
Is that really what happened? That sucks.
Yeah, because all, all I all I put down is two windmills. I shouldn't have $1,000 left, right? I should have
Dang.
more than that.
Well, each
Okay.
windmill 7,500, but no, you should have more money. Yeah.
So what does it say here? Update town offline.
You can't turn that on just yet. You will be able to once they add it back. That's the feature that actually allows you to run the town while you're not actually playing. They want it to be toggled on and off in case you leave your town in a spot where it's not like efficient and you don't want to actually have it update while you're not playing. That makes sense. Like they want it to be optional.
Oh, okay, I see. That's cool. I'm trying to delete my town now. I don't think you'll let me because I click on yes for this, but then nothing happens. I guess maybe I go back to the menu and
Oh, I should let you. It's been letting me. Abandon town and you click yes.
yeah. So I did that. I say yes,
What?
and then nothing's going on here. Okay, I'll just refresh at the
Yeah,
top.
refresh
Look,
it. That's strange. That hasn't happened to me.
where's your beta sound thingy? Beta.
My
You
beta
did not
sound?
appear.
No, that's Lycan has that. I don't have that.
Yeah, I know.
But you're right. This is beta. You probably
You should.
have to.
It's a. I just hope they never change this like trademark. It's always going to be like Town Star Beta. Just like that's the name of the game now.
Right.
You do not
Let me
appear to have
see.
a valid Gala login.
You might have to go back to the Gala Games website, then
Okay.
launch it again. Yeah.
Oh my God. All right. So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen for a
Unfortunately.
moment.
Yeah,
I'll be right
yeah,
back.
I'm sharing mine again. There are, as you would expect, a good amount of issues with Tansa right now.
All
But
right, guys. Don't shit on us too hard. We are trying our best.
but I believe they would fix it.
Yeah, of course. It's still there. It is what it is. That's kind of you just have to accept that the crypto gaming space is quite new and it is just what it is, right?
Master 2, can you link that playbook? I always have it linked in the description of my videos and also the live stream, so you can find it there. Tatui says yes, you have to access just if you join the Gem Discord. Okay, yeah. So it's not public for everyone.
So yeah, so I guess it is open to everyone, but you just have to join their Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Jayco TV, I don't mind using that guide. We have our brains. It's a good guide to use though, so I understand that people really miss it.
You're talking about the Townstar Craft one,
The
or
town
about
guide, the visualizer town
yeah,
guide.
it's just
You
fun to be able to see it. It's been a while since
mhm.
like I don't know
um,
any of those
there's
things.
an old one called Citadel of the Winds. That one's public to everyone. It's just not updated in a long time.
Citadel. Well, that was the first one before
Yeah, the
this new
first
one,
one.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, the first
yeah.
one.
All right, I am back with $25,000 and my town has reset it.
Oh, so it did that. You reset it.
Yeah. Apply all skins. All right, put my cream butt down. And then we'll go with the storehouse. The icons is just so big.
They are. They need a way to so we can adjust it.
This is road.
Jaco, the seaweed's supposed to be 10 seconds on Ocean Edge. You are right, Jaco. For some reason, they're 5 seconds right now, which is cool, I guess. It's super fast, but they're not supposed to be.
So we still are working with the proximity radius and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, that
So
still works.
my big storehouse is two away, so they're still the same shape as before and all that good stuff.
Right, yeah, that casts two shade.
Uh,
Whenever you're placing down something, it pops up the proximity effects, and you can see it. Like,
really?
yeah.
So wait a minute. So if I put this down,
Yeah, you see right there, it changes at the top, no effects, one shade.
oh, so okay, it tells you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Uh-huh.
So this is interesting because even though I'm within like the right side of the windmill there is actually touching the two shading area of the storehouse, but it's still only one. Does that make sense?
Let's see. The
Because
that one
every
spot?
yeah, because everything around here should be two,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But then at the halfway out, I'm still at two, but then here I'm at one.
Right, right, yeah. I
So
think
I'm
it rounds
still
it down, I believe.
yeah. So
Huh.
there must be something that goes like even here, for example, I'm at no effect, even though
Yeah.
I am technically touching that.
Yeah, it would be like maybe a quarter of a shade, but it just says, you know what, just zero shade basically.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Sure, why not? And then no, I need to delete that because I'm not gonna have money for my lumberjack. Need wood. It's fine. And then I guess I can put my this guy. Let's go with that. And then so this will be a zero shade. So if I click on it, it shows okay, so it shows two shade there and then
Right. And it should show
producing
your
three.
that's a wheat stand, right? So it shows your
Yeah.
wheat. Yeah.
So it shows okay, so it shows it on the tile too. Okay, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Mhm.
That's interesting. Do I really care for this? Not so much. I'm not gonna sell wheat. Sell that for money. Sell this for money too. And I guess you can sell this for money as well. Just have to use my own. Fair enough. Ah, so he's still the same guy. But okay, so yeah, so I'm like, dude, where did my Express Depot guy go?
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder if it's because of the skin. If I remove the skin, I wonder if it goes back to
To the truck?
yeah, is
No,
the
yeah.
no is the normal Express Depot there or is it just not implemented, I guess, in terms of color?
The no, I'm using the normal one right now. I don't have any skins on, and it looks like the Express Depot. You like that
Okay,
black car with the fire paint job?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess with the skin now, it actually changes your Express Depot as well.
Right.
Okay. So do we still have the auto seller over here? Yes, customize. Okay.
Right, yeah, auto
Then
sell is still on here. Thankfully, that's like a necessity.
so this is kind of like okay, so if I want to sell gasoline, I can say at level at sell at the amount of whatever. Okay, that's
So
cool.
it works a little differently now than it used to on the other towns are. So it's sell at amount. So as soon as it hits that amount is when it'll sell. So if you put sell at amount 10, as soon as you have 10 gasoline, it's gonna sell it. So like you already just sold the stack of gasoline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it is, right?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
how it works. But
okay.
are you sure you want to sell all your gasoline?
Yeah, man. This is how the rush works.
Okay.
You sell 30 gasoline,
Yeah.
and then wait, why is I still they're not sleeping, are they? Because the sleeping thing is still on.
No, that's I don't know. That's something they have to fix. I see that they're like all sleeping. That's another bug, you know. Visual bug, at least.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna wait for the cash to come in. Oh, okay. So we don't actually see the money popping up anymore. I do
I don't think
I do
so.
I do appreciate the extra speed that the gasoline sells for. That's pretty cool. So it's like it's not as bad as it used to.
I think it's just because your fuel storage is right next to it. Because like
Hmm.
if it's far away, like it has to go across the map. I think it's the same. It's the same as the other game, basically.
But what about so they're still green right now. How is that?
The colors are bugged. You see, it's taking like 4 minutes. They're supposed to take 30
Oh,
seconds. But yeah, I noticed that with the salt fields and the seaweed fields also. They're like the colors are wrong.
okay, okay. Sounds good.
So
So
many
here,
little things they gotta fix. The
right?
tweet says you don't have the dragon anymore. Don't sell gas. Well, Ben already sold his gas, so
It's I'm dudes, I'm fine. It's all
just
good.
make it the refinery. Do you have passive crude oil NFCs?
I do not.
Oh, okay. People are gonna love having those for this next competition, at least, because you can't rely on the dragon, and people aren't gonna be able to choose the desert this time. They're gonna have to start with the forest, at least for
Yeah.
this one.
Well, the forest is not like it sucks having to clear a lot, but at least you don't have to worry about um having to make wood like in a desert tile. That sucks,
Right?
typically.
Yeah.
Um,
Good thing is we all have a river at the bottom.
right, exactly. So you can just straight up do that if you want to. Um, but usually, I mean, there's a lot of trees around, so I wanted if I'm building in this area at first, that's good. You can always start your town really in a lower area if you wanted to as well.
Yeah.
That would totally be fine. Um, one thing I can do here then, it's all coming back to me now, like the great son once said. So I can put that here. I'm just gonna have one location. Now, if I do put a windmills, I do remember there was a shape that I used to do that allowed me to have three green mills on one location. I just have to remember what it was.
Which wheat sand do you have? Like which rarity?
I have two threes.
Oh, you have two threes. Oh,
Right. So these are three shade or so the windmills are three shades, right?
yeah, they're three shade.
Man, I remember I used to have a shape that allowed me to do that. Um, I don't have my town star guide to practice. It sucks. Uh,
Right.
what was it? So there was if I put it here, if I
Hmm.
if I put it here, if I put my wheat stand here, it'll be two. So this would work. So where is it? This guy. So if it is right here, I can have this is two. And then I'm just trying to think here. So I usually have one down here as well.
There is a
So
way. It's like a triangle
three,
you're
two,
trying to aim
one.
for. Let me
Yeah. So it
see.
would be sort of here. So three, two, one, one, and then this guy. And then it would be something like this.
Oh, let's see.
And then this is 321, 321 here. So this guy right there. So now I'm getting shade, but I'm getting shade from this
That
guy.
one. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's not so much that fault, like specifically because 321, I don't get shade. Here it says two.
Okay, I see what you're doing.
Do the withstand do shade now?
No, you're getting that from the windmill that you already have built down there.
Yeah, but I'm getting three. That makes no sense to me
Oh, on there? Why are you getting three there?
because I am getting. Okay, so you say here I says I'm getting three. There's no mountain, right?
No, there's no mountain.
So if I build here, okay, well I'll just need a wood there. It'll be just be a sec.
You're getting two for sure from the windmills. Maybe it's because you don't have them like centered. Maybe you are getting three just from all
Mm.
those windmills up there.
Right, but these two are at the same distance to are they?
It might be the other ones that you have next to it, just because they're
Oh
like on
wait,
the middle of the road.
right. Oh, it's I think it's because like this one is like not centered in the center square. So I think this is I'm getting two from this one and I'm getting one from this one, I think.
Okay. Like
Or is
maybe
it
1.5 from each one or something like that. Wouldn't be
right?
surprised.
Well, here to see the speed is that yeah, so it went from three to six. So therefore the
Well,
three is
yeah,
like
three's from itself.
yeah, yeah. So I'm getting the 3 minutes there and I'm getting the shorter timers here. Like technically, it would be better if I did this. Like if I just deleted. No, not that one.
Oh,
My
he
bad.
deleted the wrong one.
I wanted to delete these guys. Sorry, sorry.
Let's see, Tatooine, new bug after update, wind turbine, green and shade. Yeah, but it's not faster, it's the same speed.
Yeah,
And
so I need to delete these two guys. So now it's not getting shades from these two.
oh,
Yeah.
Ron says, hi Ben, missed your video on Townstar. I'm sure Ben will be back with more content.
One day. Hey Ron, the current good version is still bugged. Sometimes things happen, needs to relaunch. Yeah. Yeah. Miss making videos for you guys too. It was a very, very fun part. I am looking forward to Mirandus. I'm not sure if Rod is going to be playing it.
There's a
Uh
playtest coming up,
yeah,
and I
it should
will.
be
Yeah,
yeah. Do you dabble into Mirandus NFTs or you
I
just doing
do.
Townstar?
No, yeah, I do. I'm looking
Okay,
forward to
so
Mirandus. Have they announced the public playtest? Do you
they've
know?
announced the reward structure, but not
They did.
exactly the date. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's gonna be probably another week or two until it comes out.
Hmm.
Now, I have to be honest, they give like a 250,000 Materium to the first person who kills the final boss, I guess.
Right.
I can I kind of wish they did that for like, like a split pool against everybody who participates and kills the last boss, I guess, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't really make sense because we were joking around in the Mirandus Discord, like, so everyone's gonna just be shooting arrows at this boss, and whichever arrow kills it is just gonna get the money. Like,
Well,
is
that's kind
that?
of yeah, that's a little bit strange. I don't quite get
Yeah.
it, but yeah, I'm gonna delete this one too. Yeah, so it gives you so these are at three. Oh, this one is on running. Yeah, so I'm slowly making wheat. This is what a high level board is looking like, guys. Yeah, but I'm very looking forward to Mirandus. It is do you have any land Mirandus NFTs? Or?
Not lands, no. For Mirandus, I'm gonna be working with the Masters and Materium Guild. I'm sure you've heard of them.
I believe I have. Are they the one with the podcast?
Yeah, yeah. They have a podcast
Yeah,
as well. No, well, there's also this other guild with a podcast. So, the other one I forgot what it's called.
and Master Mirandus. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look into that eventually if they want to have me. That'd be kind of cool. I do know there's been a few guilds that are kind of like popping up. The one thing I'm concerned about for Mirandus is just that it's like they say that there's going to be less space for land deeds than there are land deeds. from people. So I'm a little bit
Yeah,
like,
they did say that.
yeah, so I'm a little bit like, so for example, because they said that they're gonna release the game in section, right? So zone after
Hmm.
zone is gonna expand. So
Right.
I just I just feel like, oh what? So I'm not gonna be able to put my Lindy down if I'm not first at the first location for like 2 years, you know? So
You
something
know,
like that.
yeah, there might be like a land rush like that. What land do you
Yeah,
have?
I have an outpost.
Oh, an outpost. Very nice. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I don't have land, but I do have buildings. But like in the Masters and Materium Guild, we pretty much are planning ahead on who gets to have what spots in which land. So like I already have reserved spots for my buildings basically.
very
Mhm.
nice. And which ones do you have then?
I have a bakery and a mill, you know, like the windmill.
Okay, okay, very cool.
Oh, my game's
Yeah.
refreshing.
I have a simple forge, I have a storage. I have did I buy the temple? I think I bought a temple. I think I bought a temple. It was either a temple or an inn. I was not sure.
Mhm.
I almost wanted to go for a cemetery at one point. I wonder what's the price range for that now.
I'm not
Um,
sure.
I always
They're
thought like
probably
having a
expensive.
yeah, I always thought that having a cemetery would be kind of cool. If I have an outpost that's very remote, for example.
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to make my outpost sort of like a mining hub. So if I'm very close to a mining location and people can come there for
Okay.
crafting like iron and be able to like refine it at the forge and then you can ship it out afterwards and things like that. That'd be kind
Yeah.
of great. I was looking forward to doing that, and also maybe buying like a port and a boat so I can do travel back and forth for goods and all that stuff.
Okay.
That'd be a lot of
See,
fun.
what I'm trying to focus on in Mirandus is kind of like basically be a chef, like cook food, be part of the food chain industry.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I had the bakery and the mill. Well, I actually have a meat stand. I'm just not completely sure if I'm going to hang on to that one. I don't actually have a reserve spot for that one. But the important two, the bakery and the mill, I do want to hold on to those. And the exemplar I have is the halfling proud hearth. You know, the one with the cooking bonus,
Oh yeah,
basically.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Okay,
Oh,
very cool.
and I got the Vox to match with it.
Whoa, did you get
Uh,
lucky to get it or you bought it after?
I I got lucky. So the box that I did open, it had the Halfling Proud Hearth, and I already had the Halfling Proud Hearth exemplar.
What?
I did
Wow,
get lucky there. Yeah,
that's ridiculous. Jeez.
it was meant to be, I guess. So I
Yeah, I
now I
guess.
gotta hang on to it.
Yeah. For me,
Right.
I have pretty much I think I have all the dwarves, most of the humans, and that's pretty much all that really interests me. Like the other one, I don't really, I'm like meh.
Okay,
So
that's good.
yeah, so I
Yeah,
want the dwarves for crafting items, and then like the one for mining to be able to see in the dark. That's like so amazing.
right.
Like
Yeah.
yeah, so the ones like you don't need a torch because I wonder if you're gonna need sort of like an off-end torch to be able to go inside a dungeon and things. So to be able to see in the dark is going to be like a massive
Probably
advantage.
because like it looks like it's gonna be dark.
Yeah, because I would always expect like the tanks, for example, like the front line, to be
Hmm.
that class because they can have a shield and a main hand weapon without having a torch in the offhand, right?
Right.
Or at the very least, maybe you have like those like lanterns or whatever, but the lantern should still be an offhand unless it goes on like the belt or something. So I'm not quite sure what they're gonna do with that. So like
Right.
the light lantern that they have.
The
Um,
super expensive one. One of
yeah,
a
the thing that he released earlier on,
yeah.
right? So I'm not quite sure what
I
they'll
don't.
do with
That's
that.
not going to be the only lantern. That's just like a very special one that you don't need to refuel, and it's super bright. Like I'm sure there's going to be
Right.
regular lanterns, but you got to actually refuel those.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to use Materium to refill them because the one right now they're like Materium based lanterns, and
The
they never have to be.
the NFT ones, the lantern of the sun. I don't think
Yeah,
they said you even have to use materium to refill those. They
no, but it's
just
like I think in the lore data, like on the lore, the description is kind of like it's like it's made out of materium and it's like it's never exhausting light or something like that. So I just
okay.
wonder,
Yeah. Yeah.
wait, this uh, for a moment I thought that this was new that the guy goes to the windmills, but no, that was always the case.
That was always the case. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, looking forward to Mirror. This is going to be a lot of fun. for sure. Looking forward to that. Especially this playtest. I hope it's a lot better than the last one. The last one I was a little bit disappointed by. I was like, oh wow.
No, yeah, the
I
last
was
one
like,
wasn't good.
I'm gonna grind goblins for hours, and then like
Nah, I just killed like two, and then that was it.
5 minutes later, I was like, yeah, I think I'm done.
Yeah.
I think I'm done. I mean, I didn't enjoy it for the following reason. It's because it was more of a mind game of like, okay, I'm waiting to see two arrows goes into that goblin and try to
Mhm.
get the third one in. And that just
Okay.
was like that was not fun. Like that was not fun at all.
Yeah.
Um I think they should have made it like, you know, I don't know, they should have done it something different and more like the most number of hits done, but it doesn't have to be the final hit, for example. That makes if that makes sense. Because
Yeah, I get it probably would have been more fair or more fun if they just died in one hit, just for the playtest.
yeah, because for me it was like, well, if you try to pro game it, right, you'd be like, okay, I'm gonna move very close to a goblin while
Yeah.
people are shooting at it, and then as soon as I see two hits, I'm gonna shoot it again, right? But
Right.
then but then it's just like tedious. It's not fun to be like backstabbing each other like that. So
Right,
I
yeah,
didn't.
that's what some people were doing though.
Yeah, well, I know that's exactly what I was doing.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Of course, that's the best. So who else is going to be joining me and Rod on the Mirandus excursion to try to be the first one to kill the mother orc?
That's what it's called, huh? The mother? It's a
Yeah, I think
goblin
it's
though, I
yeah,
think.
I think it's called Mother or something like that. I think I
That's
saw
what
that
it's
in
called, yeah. Mother.
yeah,
I think it's a
yeah,
goblin though. Uh maybe I'm wrong, I can't remember.
yeah. I just imagine all of them, like all of us, just shooting arrows, hoping to God that we're the last one to hit it.
Well,
That's
they said it was gonna be hard.
yeah,
Like you're not gonna start with a bow. You're gonna have to get the materials to find it, and I don't know. I don't believe him. I'll believe him when I see it, basically.
yeah. I really do hope that the game will be difficult.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Stever82, what's up? I got maybe too many small NFTs if there is a land rush. For Mirandus, you mean? Too many small buildings or what?
Yeah, he might mean that there's too many. So, well, the thing with small buildings is that if you don't have a land for you to put your own building on, for me, for example, I bought the outpost and I wanted to be self-sufficient so that I could
Mm-hmm.
manage it myself and not be like, oh, maybe Rod comes with me, then all of a sudden he just pieces out, and I'm like, okay, now I have to
Mm-hmm.
find somebody else and all that. So I
Right.
really wanted to be able to manage all my land and all my deeds to be able to put them down. So that's why I bought some of those. And also, I wanted to make the outpost exactly what I wanted to be able to do there, which was okay. I'm gonna have this. Well, there's a whole bunch of things that we don't know, right? Like for example,
Nah, yeah.
the storage unit, am I going to be able to rent space out to people? Like, are you going to be able to be like, okay, I want to rent some space. I want to put some of my goods here because I do imagine that you cannot carry an unlimited amount of stuff on you, right?
Yeah, I don't
So
think so. And but it's just a bunch of stuff we don't know, unfortunately. Like the game, it
yeah,
sounds amazing. I'm looking forward to it, but there's a lot of crap we don't know.
exactly. And like, I also got a hitching post, I believe it is. So the hitch,
Yeah, the with
so
the
that
with the
as well is
horses.
okay. So right, so is it something that people pay a small fee to put their horses there, and then their horses are safe, for example, right? And then, but if you don't do that, does that mean that people don't pay for the post? Do they leave their mount outside the outpost everywhere, so you can have like a dozen of them just laying there, just waiting to be, like mounted by their owner? I guess that'd be kind of funny. Or do you just like put it away back in your backpack? I guess you despawn your horse and a whole bunch of things like that.
Yeah,
So
for the horses, they talked about it a little. Do you know that they sold NFT horses? Do you know about that?
yeah, I was hoping to get the blue one, which was the rare, I guess. It
Right.
just
Okay.
yeah, but it didn't happen. It sold out pretty much instantly.
The
Uh,
you probably mean the uncommon one. The
yeah, the
uncommon ones.
uncommon one, the
Yeah,
green
that one
one.
sold out.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
sold
it
it
sold
pretty
out.
cheap, so that makes sense.
Yeah, and then
Uh,
the other one, I know that I believe Benefactor is the only one that bought the ancient one. I think it was or something like that.
that's right. He's the
Uh,
only one.
yeah, but I mean, look, it's very hard to push something like this. It's like, oh yeah, believe us, in 5 years you'll be able to breed your horses. It's like, dude, it's like that's
Yeah, it's too much of a risk.
That's pretty far out, you know.
Yeah. Now I did get a rare horse. Back when it was the regular store price, which is 1,250. Now it doubled for some reason. I guess they wanted to do FOMO. I did get one, and then on what happened is somebody on OpenSea put a higher offer than what I paid for. So, as you would expect, I sold it. But
Yeah.
I ended up buying it again because somebody was selling one super cheap.
Yeah. Well, there
So
you
I
go.
got it back, but I got some of that money back, which is interesting.
Very good. Yeah. No, that's great.
Yeah. Stever says, I got a homestead, simple forge, tavern, bread stand, armor stand, and archer stand. Oh, and simple warehouse, storehouse. Yeah, that's a lot of small buildings. I see that. You'd have to find spots for all those buildings, and they probably won't be anywhere near each other. That's the problem. Citizen says, I'll be homesteading. Your horse may just wander off without a post. No, you're right. I think they said something about that. So Citizen's right. I guess if you don't put your horse in a post or something, then you might lose it. It just wanders off.
But then if your horse is an NFT, like you can't really lose your horse. I
Oh
mean, does it
yeah,
just
the NFT ones, I don't think you could lose it. Like maybe they could wander off and die, but like the NFT ones, you can revive them. Like you don't actually lose the NFT.
Mhm.
There is gonna be horses that are, not the NFT ones. They're gonna be just what do you call them? Like just database
Consu-
assets. Like
yeah, so there'll be consumable items in the game per se,
yeah,
I guess.
pretty much. Like that. From my
Yeah.
understanding, it's not an actual NFT you can trade. Maybe I'm wrong, but like basically those horses once they can get old or die, and then you can't bring them back. You just have to buy a new horse.
Right, right. Because they do need
Mm,
to create a cycle of life of sorts in order to be like,
right.
okay, so people need a new horse eventually and things like that. I do believe that they might have like hit points or something. Um, what I think
Yeah.
would be great is that if, for example, their maximum hit points get reduced over time per use, right?
Hmm.
So if you're using your horse, let's say every time you bring your horse out, you lose one HP, for example, one max HP. So let's say it starts at 100, and then every time you spawn your horse, you lose, it goes down to 99, and then 98, and 97. But then what happens is that if you get hit, HP goes down, and then they might lose max HP as well based on a percentage of HP loss and regeneration and things like that. That'd be kind of cool.
Okay.
So yes,
Yeah, I kind of like that concept, but I would say kind of tie it with their age. So as they get older, their max HP goes down, something like that.
yeah. But also if they get hit by enemies, if you don't take care of your horse, then they get injured.
Oh
But
yeah.
therefore, an injured horses might still be able to be rode on, but it's just that their maximum HP might get down faster, for example, right? So
Right.
yeah, so that'd be kind of cool too. But we'll see what they come up with. I mean, there's a lot of very smart people with behind Mirandus and all that, and I'm sure they're working very hard in order to make it as a not as lifelike as possible, but at least close enough so that people can enjoy the fantasy
Hmm.
while still being fun as a game, right? Because that's
But
the one
it
thing you
needs to
don't
be
want it.
fun. That's the only way it's really gonna succeed.
Yeah, because I think it was like McCarthy said, like, we could make this as lifelike as possible, but then you guys would all hate it, right? So
Right.
so that's pretty much what it would be. And I believe I lost connection again. This is gonna
Yeah,
suck.
yeah, that happened to me earlier. Let me see. I'm not
This is gonna
sure.
suck on competition day for sure.
Yeah.
Keep getting dropped like that.
Yeah, we're hoping that doesn't happen, but who knows? I'm sharing my
Yeah,
screen now, but I'm
sounds
kind
great.
of just trying to get to gas production by selling flour. I am
Yeah,
using NFTs though, so it didn't take that long.
yeah. I'm gonna be watching you for a bit then.
Stever says he got a horse. Oh, one of the rare horses. Last big buy for me. You think so?
Yeah. You don't have to share me your screen on Zoom. I'll be able to watch you through your stream
Oh yeah,
instead.
yeah. That's just the way I have it set up. Yeah, I share my screen on Zoom and then it should show up here. It's the same thing.
Yeah, sounds good.
Mega Yak, do you have any idea the production for top 200? I saw some people already making like 40 or 50 shrimp pizzas per hour, and I would assume that's top 200, 40 or 50 per hour. No NFT, it's kind of hard to say, but supposedly some people have done between 15 and 20 per hour. So that kind of makes sense. 15 to 20 per hour, no NFT, and then like the top people doing 40 to 50 per hour. Dayon says, "Hey Dubstep, where do you store shrimp? It's in the seafood warehouse, right?" Yeah, that is correct. In order to build a seafood warehouse, you need ice block, and to produce an ice block, you need cold. So how do you create cold? The best way would be to have 3 wizards workshops. Each wizard workshop supplies 1 cold, and you need to supply one of the spots with 3 cold. In that spot, you would have a water facility. You can craft an ice block there, very slowly though. Or you can build the master wizard. That one crafts ice as well. It crafts it way faster. It's just more expensive. I do have a build on how to craft ice blocks if you want to look for that one day on. That one's very informative.
So the ice block, okay, because I've never done ice before, so I have no idea whatsoever.
You
Um,
haven't? Huh.
I've never done ice. It just, well, I mean, it was announced while I was still playing, but then it just
Oh,
came
you're
like,
right.
oh, yeah, because it was announced in Christmas time. They sold all those NFTs,
Right.
but then
I don't
it
think
was,
you ever needed to make ice. You're right.
yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
So how does the seafood warehouse work? So it needs to be 3 cold on it.
No, just to build it, you need 5 ice blocks, and that's the problem everyone's happening because they're like, how do you make ice blocks? Oh, you need cold, but how do you get cold? Like a lot of people are confused about that because it's not something you craft. It has to be passive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the wizard workshop gives 1 code each, and
Right.
then what building do you need to make ice blocks?
Either the master wizard or the water facility can make them now. It's just at the water facility, it takes 10 minutes. But it's the cheaper option. You can make them. And you need 5 ice blocks. So with the water facility, 5 ice blocks, that takes like 50 minutes. But I mean, it's cheaper than the
Yeah.
master wizard.
Yeah. And I mean you're paying in time instead of in money, so that's one thing.
Yeah.
Um okay, so 3 wizard shops and then the one facility. So the water facility needs 3 cold in order to do one ice block, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You also need 2 water drums. You can either do water pumps or just, have water drums in a warehouse being made from
Right.
another water facility or that same one. Like, just build the water facility, have it make water drums. Then after you build your wizard workshops around it, then you may transition to ice blocks.
Okay. Cold is a
Yeah.
passive effect and cannot be crafted.
Right.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, and that confuses so many people. I see people ask that on the Discord like every 20 minutes. And I have a really good video for it. It's just that not everybody knows about it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um, so the master wizards can make it, but because I'm actually looking at the Town Star Craft website, it doesn't say that water facility can, but that's a new thing now, like the
that's
water
new.
facility can.
That just got introduced on the last competition, I believe, or the last 2 competitions. Yes,
Okay.
like last month.
So Dayan Petrov is asking for how to make code again. Can you, do you mind re-explaining that for the 5th time today?
Dayon, you would need 3 wizards workshops. Each one gives 1 passive gold. And you want the tile with 3 passive gold. You want a water facility or a master wizard. That's where you craft ice blocks with the gold that you get. And yeah, I do have a video explaining that. It's on the Townstar Discord, the Townstar video. So I have it posted there. I reposted it just a couple hours ago. Citizen says, remember, you probably only need 1 seafood warehouse. That means you only need 5 ice blocks. And I agree, for this competition, you only need 1. Yeah, you definitely only need 1 because you're just gonna put shrimp on there.
So yeah, so the pizza goes somewhere else, but only the shrimp goes into that location.
Yeah,
Okay.
for this meta, just the shrimp on the seafood warehouse. So you don't even need to sell shrimp, like even if you overproduce it.
Okay.
No.
And yeah, so I guess it's probably 20 spaces in that warehouse anyways. So if you sell by
Right.
gas, if I was using a dragon, then I would have need 2 of those, obviously.
Right.
But
Yeah, you would need
yeah.
to. They did sell big seafood warehouse, the store 60. And then
Yeah.
the cool thing about that one, you don't need the ice blocks.
Oh, yes, of
Yeah,
course.
that's
So you can
they
skip.
kind of had to do it that way to sell it.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
it's pay for the convenience of everything, but
really, yeah,
yeah, that's one thing that's difficult about the game too, is just that, at some point you like always try to chase the next meta, and then like it's always a new item and things like that. So
right.
yeah. But if you always go for NFTs that are at least like base level, like wood, energy, gasoline, like transportation, roads,
Hmm.
uh storages, like these are good NFTs to have because you'll use them 100% of the time in every competition, right?
Right,
But
yeah,
if you go for something like, oh well, I have a shrimp warehouse, well, you only use that whenever you're using shrimps, and every other meta that does not use shrimps, you don't use that. So
right. And we'll probably go back to the metas where we won't need that. I mean, so then
right,
we won't use that storage. I mean, you got a point, yeah.
exactly. So those are not NFTs that a newcomer should jump on. Like there's plenty of other things you should go for first. Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
And well, speaking of NFTs, there was some drama because of the last two NFT sales.
Okay,
Or
what were they?
the first one that was controversial was the seaweed stand. It's kind of like the weed stand, but it's passive seaweed.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the competition we just did was called Salmon Nigiri, and that one you needed a bunch of seaweed. And in order to pick up the seaweed, you also need seaweed farmers. Or is that what they're called? Yeah, seaweed farmer. Yeah, seaweed farmer house. So that NFT was like super powerful at the time because it would save you like 20 to 30 spots easily. Like
Wow.
everybody was saying, "Oh, this you need this NFT for top 100," and they're probably right for that meta. You probably did need that NFT for top 100 because it just saved you so many spots. So people were upset that they just introduced all this new fishing stuff, and then 5 days later they're gonna introduce an NFT that's gonna make it like an insane advantage.
Well,
Yeah,
look, do you want to be a winner or you don't want to be a winner, right? You
but
want to be a
yeah,
winner.
but they don't need. It depends. So when you say winner, it's different per person. To me, a
Yeah.
winner is top 1,200. Even though the prize kind of sucks at 1,200th place, you still get a prize. To some people, a winner is like top 10. Like, no, you're not. Not everyone's gonna get top 10, right? It's just 10 people, and they probably have really good skill and also really good NFTs. So they got a big
Okay, well
wallet,
then in that case, do you want to be a winner of winners? Because then you're a real winner.
right? It's like, do
But
you want to
yeah,
be the
that's
top?
no, I did ask that question. I think it was what was his name? Paladin, I think back then. Now he's called Sagemaker, I
That's
think.
correct. Yeah, he's still the
Yeah,
lead of
so
Town Star. Mhm.
right. I do remember at one point in time in a comment to be like, oh, this is like it sucks to have this because in 2 weeks they're gonna release something that gives five extra spaces instead of four, and then it's just gonna like make the previous thing obsolete. So he's like, oh, is that what you're worried about like making things obsolete? But now
Mhm.
you're starting to see that more and more that it is actually happening, right?
Right,
It's like
yeah, it feels like it. And
like
yeah, go on.
yeah, so they did have like the diamond pump, and then after that there was the equifier, then the thing that doubles everything. I was like, okay, there's that, and now there's more energy NFT being sold now. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the NFT that's going on sale tomorrow actually is the Diamond Charge Station. It works just like the Diamond Pump, but it's gonna double the effects, the passive effects of energy. And that's pretty
yeah,
insane because like every build you actually do use energy.
yeah, like I
From
mean,
our understanding, like the power plant that gives 3 passive energy, well, if you have the diamond charge station place, well, then it's going to give 6 passive energy. And like the nukes, instead of 4, it's going to give 8. Like
yeah,
that could cover the whole map.
yeah, exactly. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's going to be a big game changer for those people too. But again, I guess to me it just becomes a point of like, okay, it's just so not worth it to chase that competition. I mean,
Uh-huh.
especially since it's so hard to compete, especially like in my life condition now. Like it's just if you're not spending so much time always playing, and being there at the beginning of the competition and not missing a minute, and optimizing as much as possible to try to finish your build, because essentially who wins is whoever gets the best build, but
Right.
also they're going to finish their build first, right? And that's going to be the person who's going to win, right? Because if you and I have the same NFT, the same builds, and we're as good of a player, well, the person who's
Mm-hmm.
going to win is going to be the person who finishes first.
Uh-huh. So it's
So,
like who has the best strategy at the start? Is that what you're saying?
well, yeah. So your best opener at the
Mm-hmm.
beginning of the game,
Oh
and
yeah.
then who can play the longest because you want to optimize every moment, right?
Right.
So there's also that part, right? So if you don't have a full straight 12 hours to play to focus on the game, to try to push your build as fast as possible to optimize the time and your cash and all that, then it's like, but
Right, yeah. And
yeah.
I do have an insane strategy. I'm not using it right now. You probably don't know what it is, but a couple people here do know what it is. With those corrupted packs, the ancient corrupted packs, the way they work is it's like a gamble. You're either going to get some storage NFT that nobody cares about, or you're going to get one of these corrupted stands. And they
Yeah.
got like a passive effect, the 6 passive of whatever they are. So I have 3 of them. I managed to get 3 of them if I can find it in this full list of NFTs. I have one that gives passive silica, one that gives passive chromium, and one that gives passive limestone. And
Wow. So
then
you
I
can go
can't
for
even
glass
find it.
bottle right at the beginning.
Right, there you go. So I could do wine bottles from the start.
Wow, that's great. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
And
Yeah.
the last 2 competitions I did that, like, oh, that was insane. At the start, I'm basically like top 20 easily. I don't really say. Well, I was close to top 20. I was close to finishing top 20 on the last competition. But like at the beginning, yeah, I got a huge advantage, and it helps out a lot.
I think for you, the one thing that slows you down the most is having this many NFTs and try to find where is like where where
Right?
where
No,
what is
we need a
slows.
search bar or something. This is crazy. Also, this UI doesn't have to be like this is too big. 6 NFTs take up the whole screen. Like
Is it even in alphabetical order? I don't even think so. Like
no,
they all just
every time I restart the game, it's like a different order. It's all over the place. It's not even in any order.
that's right. That's so funny. So how many glass factories can you have making bottles with this?
The most I could have is 46. That's a lot
Wait,
too. I'm gonna try to set it up. Doesn't even
wait,
take that
what?
long. 46,
40,
46. I'm gonna start it up in a bit now that I have some money.
46 glass factories making wine bottles?
Yeah, no joke.
Wow, that's
It
really,
makes a bunch of money.
man, it's so crazy.
I'm gonna
And
set one
I
up in a bit.
and I thought my oak barrel was good.
Hey, Oak Barrels is good, but this beats it. Like this is
Yeah,
so
for
overpowered.
sure. Wow.
There is something that beats Oak Barrels now, and that's called the Shrimp Rush. And you need that seaweed stand in order to do it.
Okay.
So, but that's kind of hard to set up. Like it's not as easy to set up as Oak Barrels.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think oak barrels for me is probably still my go-to, I guess.
yeah, it's still good. You're still gonna do better than anybody who doesn't have it.
46. Wow, that's crazy. So you can do 46 by putting them one like side by side like this?
Basically,
Yeah, okay. So you
yeah.
just put them around and optimize the locations and all
Yeah, they
that.
just have to be. The tile has to have 3 passive silica. Because the wine bottles need 3 silica, 1 limestone, 1 chromium. So for the limestone and chromium, it covers plenty of space. But like the
Right.
silica, it needs to have at least 3. So it gives you a good amount of space, but not as much as the limestone and chromium. So yeah, I could have 46 of them. I already have the lumber, right? Yeah. I just need the energy. And I got an NFT to help me with that too. I can't even find it though, but I have it here somewhere.
I'm trying to think in my head for a moment there.
Oh, that's,
So the silica has to be in the middle, but
yeah.
I think you could probably do better if you put the limestone and the chromium at least one tile away from the silica.
Hmm. I haven't thought of that, but I think it would be the same. But
We'll
yeah, I'm
have to
not
look into
completely
it.
sure.
Yeah,
Let's
because
see if I move that here.
yeah,
Uh,
essentially you need your limestone, your limestone and your chromium to cover at least one in space for every 3 tiles of silica available,
right. Yeah.
right? And right now, since they're side by side, you're actually eating away at one of those locations, two of those locations. So I think you could probably put them on the outskirts of those three ranges and still be able to save 2 spots. I think. I want to look into it.
Yeah, I have to look
I'll,
into it. I'm trying to eyeball it, but I just don't see a way. But you know what?
yeah,
This wine bottle rush, it gets to a point where I'm just making too many wine bottles that my dragon can't even keep up.
yeah,
So
that's
like
yeah,
it doesn't really even
probably,
matter.
probably.
Citizen, Broad use the second filter tab to view the NFTs. Oh yeah, I could do that too, but I mean
Well,
Citizen is still so many.
you know what you should do then? You should just
uh,
buy another dragon.
I'm not gonna do that.
You should just
One's
have
in
another dragon.
nah. Part of the reason I have the dragons for Mirandus. Supposedly we're gonna be able to use it there as well. Citizen, start saving for Diamond Storehouse. You know it's coming. Oh, Citizen, we know that's coming, but you know what else is coming? The Diamond Water Tower. I'm making it as a joke right now, but it's probably gonna be coming because when I first joked around about the Diamond Power Plant like 2 3 months ago, I didn't think that was actually gonna be a thing, and look where we're at now. They're gonna sell it tomorrow. So yeah, it's coming. Stever, so it would make my rare Tesla get 4 and rare solar. Yeah, that's right. So I have a rare solar. If I had that new NFT, it would go to 4. Yeah, that's right. It's gonna double those.
Yeah, you're right, X. I am chasing the dragon. The dragon is pretty good. I did try to push for a 20 cell capacity instead of 25, but they never agreed. I did try it.
It was originally 50, right? I didn't have the dragon at the time.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous. Like that would have
Oh
never
yeah,
been
that wouldn't have
valued,
been
but
good. No.
yeah, it's too much. I mean, if it was even if it was faster to deliver, that still made no point because you know, even if the speed of delivery was faster, it'd just be like, well, the dragon is just gonna wait until you make 50 of whatever you're trying to sell, anyways.
Right.
And then you need 3 times the amount of storages you need instead of 20 to or 25. So it's just ridiculous. But what Steve R said here, as for Gala V2 airdrop, now it is not an airdrop. Bitbender said it's not an airdrop. But you guys got a plan was thinking about selling all my Gala and then buy them back in on V2 to avoid tax issues.
You know what's Stever? I pretty much sold my gala, and that's what I'm planning to do. I'll just buy it back after. I want to avoid the headache. So I'm not going to tell you what to do, but that's what I did.
I gotta be honest, I'm probably not aware enough about taxes as much as I probably should.
Yeah, like I wouldn't,
Um,
because the way they're talking about doing it is, well, you said Bitbender said it's not an airdrop, but at first they said it was going to be. So who really knows at this point? But like an airdrop, you would have to report it as like you received that. I guess that's what they're saying. And I'm like, you know what? I don't even have that much gala. I'm just gonna sell it. I get it back later. I don't worry about it.
yeah, but then it's like your old Gala gets now it's worthless.
Yeah, you keep your old gala. It's just worthless now. It's not gonna have any utility.
Yeah, but then it's like, what does the government say about that? It's like, oh well, now you still have that, but now it's worthless.
Who
But like, we
knows?
don't care. This was worth something before.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I just have no clue.
Master Team says hi folks. Hello Master Team. Reluctant Gamers, salutations all. I missed the start. Ben's in the house. Oh, that's right. Ben's in the house.
What up?
Steve R. I don't see how they can not call it an airdrop when tokens just show up in wallet. Yeah, I mean I really don't know. I don't know the technicalities on that. So Taxman says that's an airdrop. Yeah, I'm sure they would say that.
So are they gonna give me Gala as well for whatever is in my treasure chest right
Nah,
now?
the treasure chest isn't actually minted, so it's not affected. Whenever you mint it after May 15th, then you would get the new gala. So like that's not affected. Hopefully
Okay,
that makes sense.
so only my ETH Gala will get
Right.
quote unquote airdropped into my MetaMask wallet, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then what is my in my treasure chest will just kind of like automatically roll over as the new one
Whenever you mint it.
whenever we mint it. So
Yeah.
it will remain it will still look the same on my interface,
Yeah, it's still
but
gonna look the same.
okay, because
Yeah.
it's not minted, right? Okay.
So if you mint it on the 14th of May before the new Gala token comes out, you would get the version 1 of Gala, which I don't recommend. You just wait until after the 15th, and then you would get the new version of Gala. Yeah, that's
Right.
how they explained it. Master Team, Go Rice Cash Rush, Hope says as is. They fixed that, Master Team. There was a bug with the rice husk. It was selling for a crazy amount. No, they fixed that. They're not going to keep that in the game. Steve, given you can try to play a game to get free money if you know when the snapshot is and you sell to the guys that don't remove it. Okay. I think some people would try to do that, but yeah, I don't know how that works. I'm not going to bother.
Well, for example, I do remember I bought some of those Stephen Curry shoes
Right.
drop whenever it
Hmm.
happened.
Yeah.
I had I did have three pairs, and I do know that whenever that snapshot happened, a lot of people who were had bids to buy the shoes and who did not remove them from OpenSea just got like thrown a whole bunch
Oh,
of like
yeah.
after the snapshot shoes,
Hmm.
so that because now it was kind of like worthless because the snapshot has already been taken,
You're
right?
right. Yeah.
So
It's going
I
to
do
be
remember
like
that
that.
happening. You do have to be careful about that, guys. So
Yeah, right now OpenSea removed the ability to list stuff with Gala because they know that the new version of Gala is coming, the new Gala token. But there's some people that listed stuff on OpenSea that has like a 6 month expiration or contract. Like if they don't remove the listing, they might be in trouble. They might sell that stuff for the Gala version 1 token, and it's not going to be worth anything anymore.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
Unless
hey,
OpenSea cancels the listings, I really don't know what could happen. It could happen.
yeah. Well, they tried to warn people, I guess. So
Yeah. Yeah, some people are going to get screwed. I already see it coming.
of course, for
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Rachel Van, hello. I was contemplating spending my gala on NFTs. I wanted to avoid the headache of worrying about the Switch. Well, I can't really tell you what to do with your gala, but up to you. That's something you could do, I guess.
So that's always been something that I got to be honest, I'm not super familiar with. So if I have Gala in my treasure chest, it's not minted. So
Yeah.
therefore, to the government, it's like I don't have that yet, right?
From my understanding, yeah, that's the way I would see it.
And then if I mint it onto the ETH chain, then it's like there's a snapshot of like what it was worth at the time it got minted on. And then if later I sell at a profit, then I have it's like capital gain based on that, right?
I guess so. I don't know too much about the technicalities on that either.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Renee, hello. I hope you can make it to 30 per hour on Shrimp Pizza. Man, I don't know. 30 per hour seems like a lot. With no NFTs, 30 per hour seems like a lot. So whatever build I come up with, I'm sure it's gonna be pretty good. Good enough to get top 1200, and I'll be sharing that. And hopefully it can help people out. If Renee, if you can get it to 30 per hour, then awesome. But yeah, I can't guarantee that.
Hmm.
I am making wine bottles now.
Yeah, I saw. Good job.
Yeah. Normally I would do this faster. It's just that I use my dragon. Like I sell on my gas and then just sell by dragon. And yeah,
Right.
I can't do that.
Yeah, so you wouldn't bother with that. What's
Mhm.
why do you need the iron NFT for?
It takes 2 iron to build the glass factory. You actually do need that NFC. See?
Oh, I see, I see.
Yeah. And then the lumber, I have what I call a lumber rush, which is, man, it's all NFTs right here. The great sawmill, this for the water drum, this for the energy, and even
Right.
the place to store it in. And
Yeah, it's very nice.
for the energy, this thing makes energy and another storage for the energy. I pretty much have the perfect setup for this. Renee, I'm just kidding. Oh, I don't know. Master team, I'm only at 13 without NFTs, but I believe I can improve it to next 20. Okay, yeah, I mean, I hear people with no or little NFTs get like 15 to 20 per hour, so I assume that's a good area. Off-grid rancher, so your ice blocks cost you 1 million per. Yeah, because you need 5 ice blocks, and that whole ice setup takes like 5 million, so you're right. I still need more money. I'm gonna sell these pawns.
Hmm. All right, buddy. I'm gonna have to let you go on that.
All
Go
right.
spend some go spend some time with the missus. Guys, it's been very great to talk to you all. I'm not gonna be streaming, but I'll be playing the competition for the next one. So I'll be playing a little bit, and maybe
Mm-hmm.
if if Rod enjoyed this enough, maybe I can be back again as a guest host for a future streaming. That'd be a lot of fun too.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
then if you want to, we can try to play some Mirandus together and see. Will be a lot of fun too.
Oh yeah, yeah. I plan to live stream that one as well. I just not exactly sure what it's gonna be, but yeah.
Yeah, we'll find time. Sounds great. Thank you all so much, guys, and I will see you guys around. Eh?
All right. Bye bye, Ben.
Have a good night.
I'll be here for a couple more minutes, guys. Just a couple more minutes. Feel free to ask any questions. Um, like I said earlier, I am working on a shrimp pizza build. It still needs to be tested. Rene, is this build you doing no NFT or with NFT? I'm using NFTs on this. This is just a competition. I'm just seeing how far I could get. I'm not gonna keep playing the competition though. Yeah, we haven't seen Ben in a while. I hope he has some time to make some content. We need more people making Town Star content. Has anybody actually finished a shrimp pizza build yet? I want to know. And if you did, about what rate are you getting at? That way I kind of have an idea of how good of a rate I should aim for on my no NFC build. Relentant Gamer, why did you sell your dragon? I have a dragon. It's just we can't use it in the game right now. Oh. Yeah, I have the vouchers. The vouchers show up. Can't use a dragon in the game right now. Off-grid rancher, have a good night. Yeah, no problem, Renee. I'll do, yeah. I mean, I have a build that's basically finished. I just need to test it. Most of tomorrow, I'm going to be testing it and I record it. But my plan is to get the video uploaded to the public by Sunday. And I think that's fine, Sunday. That gives you basically Sunday and Monday to try to improve it. And that's good. If you don't have a build you haven't practiced at all, like you're going to have something. I encourage people to practice though, or at least know how to make it, and definitely know how to improve it. The tweets, yes, no NFT 22 per hour. Okay, yeah, so that seems very good. I really am not sure if I'm going to be able to hit 20 per hour, honestly, without NFTs. But like I haven't like completely redesigned my idea yet. I probably won't though. It's probably not a good idea if I share like a 20 per hour build because I think that's like too powerful. 120 ships per hour, that's enough for 24 pizzas. Citizen currently close to 20 per hour with NFT still optimizing. Okay. Yeah. That's a big help for the guest also. Of course, yeah. Ben could use some help for the next competition. Hopefully he does have time to participate. All right, I know we can't use a dragon yet. I thought you said you sold yours. Oh, no, not the dragon. Mm-mm. But I'm not planning to buy a second one either. One dragon's enough. Yeah, I would show you guys, but gonna have to stay secret for now. The no NFT strip build that I'm trying to test. Um, One thing that I was gonna practice was this wine bottle rush. I'm not gonna do the whole thing right now. I'm just gonna stream for a couple more minutes. But the good thing is I know that it works. Obviously, you can expect me to do it in the competition on live stream. I have a good way to get energy now, and it's the same thing I usually do to get lumber. So that's good. Ah, you have two. Very nice. You actually use both of them? In most situations, I don't really see you needing two dragons, but if you got two dragons, I'm sure you find a way to actually use both of them. Oh, I guess you could select during land rush, you could like pick a tile really far away, and then you would probably use both of them. But we don't have land rush no more. But sometimes we're probably gonna have to play in a area where we have to we have like a 5-minute cell timer or something. Renee, so achievement 1 to 3 count in this May 2 test? That's correct. First 3 achievements can be gotten in this practice competition server. If you get, no matter what you get, you're not going to get the 4th, 5th, or 6th one. Not in this practice one. Cool to see 3,400 people on here. Supposedly all these people should qualify for the collectible NFT that doesn't do anything. The tweets, the big problem I found was the cows don't go for the throw. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I haven't tested that out. When I try to do an NFT setup, that's probably an issue I run into. And I know this town star has a lot of issues. I believe they'll fix them. I don't see why not. They're not working on 2 games anymore. They can completely focus on one. Last couple of weeks when we were on Town Star Legacy, like they said that we're working on 2 games and it didn't slow them down in any way. I find that hard to believe. They probably could have gotten way more progress done if they just focused on this Town Star. But too late to complain about it now. We're already here. They're putting in a lot of fixes every day. I know some people say there's no way this will be ready by Tuesday, but I think it's going to be doable at least. And then it's just going to keep getting better and better. We can hope, right? It limits the meadows you can place. Master team, my issue so far is we don't have a design tool available. Yeah, I mean, Townstar never put out a design tool. It was just a community. So yeah, other than Citadel of the Wind, there's nothing that's updated that's public, unfortunately. That's one thing I talked about on my Discord the other day. If I knew how, if I had more time, and maybe if I had the money to pay somebody to make a visualizer, that would be cool. But that's not something I can do. I'll stick to the Townstar playbook. It's that's very time consuming to keep up with, but it is helping the community, so that's cool. That's my gift to the community. Townstar playbook. Somebody else is gonna have to worry about a visualizer. It would be a cool idea if the Townstar made their own visualizer that's in the game, though. It'd be way better. So please go to Gem Discord. They open for members. From my understanding, you actually have to join their guild, but I might be wrong. There's game data update in progress. Okay, that's cool. I'll stick around and see what that is in a moment. And after that, that's probably it. So let me check Discord in a bit and see if there's any mention of this. Or Michelle said, use graph paper to plan. That's so old school. Anyone else connection issues or game update in progress errors? Yep, I got that too. They might be pushing out an update. I'm gonna see right now what they said. Okay, people are mentioning any in the Discord. No word on update though, so hold on, I'm gonna refresh the game. But yeah, there's no if I can't get back in, that's probably it. If I had all the skills, I would do it, right? I don't even know where to start. Renee Oasis has its Citadel update. He is grading coding. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, I haven't checked. Did they add anything? Fix anything? I really don't like how the music starts playing right away, even though I turn it off all the time. It's so loud. They did something, they just didn't tell us. Patrick, hello. Planning on buying Wheat Stand, but I'm not sure if I will pick the rare or the uncommon. Most people would say that you're better off with the rare or better than the uncommon. That's what most people would say. If you're asking my recommendation, I would also say the same thing. Get the rare, not the uncommon. You know, it costs more. So up to you. There's my thoughts on that. Oh, and I can make one more. Silence the page in the browser. That's a good idea. I never thought of doing that. I don't even remember how to do that. But no, you're right. I could do that. Oh, that's mean. I'll figure that out later. Citadel have OpenScript, but he didn't update since 2 years ago. Huh. Well, one thing I should mention in case people ask, and I did mention this on my Discord. Like I think somebody asked, like, what am I gonna use for the visualizer? So here's the thing: I still have access to Town Guide. Don't like diss me or get mad at me or anything. From my understanding, the reason I was given access is because I contribute to Gem and to the community because of the Town Star playbook and because I create videos to help people out. So why can't I have access to the Town Guide, right? So I do have access to it. I'm still going to plan builds out there. If I didn't have access to it, I would probably use Excel or like somebody Citadel, the Wind, and just substitute some things for other buildings. I've seen some people doing that. But thankfully, I am still allowed to use Town Guide. I do appreciate that from Gatsu and the Gem Guild. Just it ends up saving me time, makes it easier to plan things out. Renee, thanks Dub to your help with the build of any meta. Hope you continue player can gain benefits of it, and also one of them. Right. I will do my best. It continues to help people out, and yeah, for sure. It's a double-edged sword. I have to be careful about it. Some people are very happy that I share no NFT builds. Some people do not like it. And I think that's fair. I can share no NFT builds, but I have to be careful that they're not too good, I guess. If I feel like they're too good, maybe that's not a good thing. Because yeah, then a lot of people worked hard on their build, and for some reason buying the one I shared might be a little better. Like that would be not cool, right? So I can understand it from both ways. If I do share a build, uh, I probably gonna try to share it because it's not overpowered. But yeah, that's fair. You have access. Yeah. Yep. If I could give everyone access, I could, but it's not my tool. Now, for the Townstar playbook, everybody can use that. Like, you can make copies if you want, edit it yourself. But yeah, I'm not gonna lock that behind anything. Worst case scenario, I'll stop updating it one day. Hopefully, not anytime soon. Hopefully, Townstar has their own wiki that's even better than the playbook. But yeah, I'm not gonna like lock it behind anything. Love your videos, they help a lot. Thank you, appreciate that. Yeah, try to be helpful. Ooh, I got 2 of them. I would have really liked it if they did turn on the update town offline. I thought we were supposed to test that. It doesn't work for anyone, right? Just making sure. Like, if you stop playing right now, it's not updating your town offline, right? Because it doesn't do that to me. Tofu, welcome back. Playbook is awesome. Thank you. Tofu, do you know if anybody updates town crops anymore? I know somebody, I don't know if it's you that has access anymore, or you gave access to somebody, or somebody shares access. I'm just asking because I think Ben was asking about that. Uspendo, hello. Thanks for your build. I am standing in 300 rank right now. Awesome. Well, which build though? Master Team, do you think it's possible to make a visualizer with Excel? Not one as good as Sound Guide. That's for sure. Maybe just some static image one. I don't really see how you would make a good visualizer with just Excel. Like, I could do some kind of visualizer with Excel. It's not going to be anywhere near as good as Town Guide. Like, it's not going to, you can't see the passive effects. It's really just going to be like placing down images. But it's also very time consuming. And at the moment, it's not something I would do. Like, just the Townstar playbook took 1 week to actually make in the beginning, but then I kept updating it so much, and I've easily put in like a month worth of work on that. Now it's easier to update, but I'm not planning on making any huge changes to it anymore. Pizza? You're making pizza? What did I share that helped you make pizza? Was it the cake build? I haven't shared a pizza build. Oh, wait. It depends. It depends. Maybe I did share a pizza build. Tofu, I gave it away to someone. I did notice that pizza build is missing. I was gaining offer it to Ben, but he disappeared off Discord news. Ah, okay. What's going to offer? Master, I believe it's possible to make with Visual Basic. Oh, Visual Basic. Yeah. Yeah, you probably could make it with that. I've used Visual Basic before, but it's been a while. Yeah, but then how would that work? You would have to have them download it, right? You would have them download the application. And I don't know if people are willing to actually download an application, because it's risky. But yeah, there's an idea. All right. Well, I'm not gonna. That's it. I was just in a live stream for about 2 hours. So I appreciate everyone coming by, hanging out, watching me and Ben chat, and just mess around in Townstar bits. Tomorrow, I'm mostly just gonna spend the day working on the shrimp build and seeing how people react to that sale. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. I'm gonna head out now. So appreciate everyone here. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.